Welcome back to Endangered Species Spotlight. Let's talk about Andean condors. So, Andean condors are a type of condor, which is basically a really big vulture that is found in South America. Lives in a bunch of South American countries all the way down like Argentina, Peru, even in like Bolivia and all that, in the Andean mountain range. That's why it's called the Andean condor. And they are, by combining weight and wingspan measurements, the largest birds in the world. Technically bigger than ostriches by combining those two measurements, so it's like overall. There is currently estimated to be less than 10,000 individuals, which that is considered to be an optimistic estimate. That's like the very upper bound, so there's at max 10,000 individuals. And condors, like every other vulture, are very, very important to the environment. They provide environmental cleanup, so getting rid of all the dead bodies which would otherwise spread disease and just be really gross having around. So they provide that, and it's essential for keeping the environment healthy. Lots of people hate on vultures because they're ugly and they eat dead things, but like, he's not that bad, and there's actually some really pretty vultures, and like, he's just doing his job. Leave him alone. Part of the main reason that these guys are at risk is because of overhunting. So one of the reasons they're overhunted so much is farmers incorrectly assume that they will eat their livestock. They'll just like swoop down and grab their chickens, which they don't. Vultures very rarely, like some species do, but almost all vultures don't hunt. They are just purely scavengers pretty much all the time. And so the livestock is not actually at risk, but farmers will still shoot them down anyway just to be safe. Another reason, like always, habitat loss, but that's pretty much anything I'm going to talk about in Endangered Species Spotlight is at risk from habitat loss. And finally, like with many large birds, they are at risk of pesticides because they eat something that's been killed by pesticides, and it doesn't kill them directly, but it does make their eggs very vulnerable. Like, it causes like the mortality of the chicks in the eggs, and it also makes the shells really, really, really brittle and fragile, like even more than regular eggshells. So then the babies don't survive to hatch, and if they do, they're often sickly and don't survive to adulthood. So, Andean condors, there are conservation efforts that I will link in the comments, and yeah, look at them. They're honestly not that ugly. They're just kind of pretty.